What is up, y'all? I am back with another video. Now, this video today is a video that I should have already done, man, when we was in the actual softball and baseball travel ball season, man. I got a lot of questions on previous videos on my sports photography and on my Mevo Start video, and I thought I'd go ahead and combine both of those videos and kind of show you guys what I normally take to the field in regards to sports photography and live streaming the game. Now, if you've seen any one of those videos, you can kind of guess what I have in this actual bag right here. But for the most part, I thought it would be real cool to just go ahead and combine it all in here and then just kind of run you guys through everything I take and some of the reasons why I take what I take. And just to let you guys know, if you stay tuned to the end of the video, man, you guys will also get an opportunity to see or a chance to see my son's first home run. All right. And just to set that up, just to go ahead and set that stage up for you guys. This was his last tournament. It was his last tournament. It was his last at bat, and I think he was 3 balls and 2 strikes, and he hit his first home run, man. So if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'll make sure I throw that in at the end so you guys can see that as well. But anyway, like I said, I want to show you guys what I have in this bag right here. We're going to go through this stuff really, really quick. This is the same bag that I've had for a long, long time, the Fernandine bag, and I also still have my other, my other camera bag, which is from Bag Smart. I still have that one, but I typically take this smaller one to the field with me. And also, I don't carry this bag when I'm at the field. It normally rides in the little buggy, the little cart that we have to carry all of the gear, the baseball gear, softball gear, whatever the case, chairs and all that stuff. And it's just kind of, you know, tags along in there, so I don't have to carry this bag. So that's why I can pack it with the stuff that I have in here and kind of have it heavy because I don't have to carry it. So with that, let's go ahead, unzip this thing and dive into everything that I take to the field for sports photography and live streaming. All right, so I got the bag right here. I'm gonna go ahead and dive in and show you guys real quick what I take. So right here in this little spot here, I just take a little lens cleaning cloth, and I take my strap right here, my other strap I do have. We did a video on a long time ago. I still have that strap, but this strap has always been inside this bag, so I just leave this one, and I typically don't use this strap when I'm at the field anyway. Down here in this little bottom piece down here, I have a USB-C hub. I have a USB-C cable, and I have a cleaning cloth, microfiber cleaning cloth for my actual camera, because while I'm out there at the field and I'm shooting and I'm behind the plate, they slide into home, the dust gets on my camera, and my camera starts to look filthy after a while. So in between games, I like to go ahead and clean it off. All right, so that just takes care of what's in this little 2 pouches right here. Let's go ahead and dive into the big part. And I'm doing this pretty quick because, again, I know some of you guys have already seen this stuff. So first things first right here, this is the camera that I shoot with. I shoot with my Canon 90D, and I like to pair it with my 70-200. This is my lens of choice while I'm out there shooting sports photography for right now. I do have a 75-300, but I like to use this 70-200 right here because it has stabilization and stuff like that, and I get really good photos out of my 90D with the 70-200. But the only thing about the 70-200, I wouldn't say that I don't like, is that I've learned while using the 70-200 that I can't be too close to the home plate and so forth, because with this camera and with this lens, it pushes me in a little bit too far. So I can't really get those types of photos that I'm looking for. If I'm like right behind the plate, I have to kind of go and get a little bit of distance, which is totally fine. I like to go down by like the first baseline and shoot towards the home plate to get, you know, my son or my daughter while they're actually hitting and stuff like that. But to take care of those little close-up shots behind the plate and stuff like that, I sometimes will switch to this 18-135. And this 18-135 has been working for me behind the plate really, really well. And the reason why I would say that is because with this 18, I don't have to, you know, I don't have to be so far back. I can kind of be a little bit close to the fence, and I can get through the fence, and I can get those shots right there. If I don't want to go down the first base line or go down the third base line, I can just throw this on real quick, stay behind the plate or wherever I am while I'm streaming, and I can just take a couple of quick photos just like that as well. And this is good for just those random photos around the park as well too. So that's why I like bringing this lens right here. And on top of that, I know y'all remember when I showed you guys this lens, it has like those scratches on the actual lens. Lately, they haven't even been an issue, and I just kind of enjoy using this 18-135. I feel like it's one of those lenses that you can actually take to the field, and you can get a lot of things done with just this lens if you just wanted to shoot with this. So I do highly recommend the 18-135, but that's the second lens that I take. Sometimes I take my 24-105 or my 10-18. It really just depends on how I'm feeling, but mainly it's the 18-135 and my 70-200. So that takes care of the camera and both of the lenses that I take. All right, let's move into right here. This is the camera that I take for streaming, and you guys have seen this as well. This is my Mevo Start right here, this little camera right here. This is what I use to stream the games and what I use to capture any of the game footage as well. So when I'm streaming, I use this, and then I can also save that live stream as a file, and it becomes like, you know, just a standard video or whatever the case. Now, the only downside to this, and you guys will see in the home run video, is that when you're live streaming, right, you're going to always be subject to the signal strength. So during that game that you're going to see here at the end, I was my signal was pretty low, so I was at 720p. So that's why I captured it in 720p, which I didn't really care for. Now, if I wasn't streaming, I could have got it in 1080 because that's what this camera shoots up to, 1080. I could have got it in 1080, or if my signal was better, I could have pushed the stream up to 1080. But because the stream was low, I had to push it to 720, which is the only thing I kind of don't like. But if you actually just go and record the game with this, you could put it at 1080, 30 frames a second and just let it rock out. You see what I mean? But this camera is really, really good. I really like the Mevo Start. I think it's a great camera for doing live streams and stuff because it connects straight to Game Changer. And if you want to see a video on the Mevo Start, I got 2 videos on the channel. You can always go back and take a look at the Mevo Start. But this is my streaming camera for softball and baseball, travel ball and stuff like that. So that's what I'm using there. And we almost done, man. And in order to put my Mevo Start on the fence, this is the mount that I use right here. This is that Ulanzi. I can't remember which number it is, but I'll make sure I throw a link to it. But this is my Ulanzi fence mount right here. I just throw my Mevo Start on here, clip it to the fence, and go from there. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Easy day. Just a little phone clip. I throw that in my bag as well. And then this is real quick and easy, like I said. And then last but not least, what I have here is my charging source. So I like to bring my cable right here, my USB-C cable, and I bring this battery pack right here. Now, typically with my 90D, I don't have to bring more than 1 battery to the field. There is times where we have 2 games, sometimes 3 games, but for the majority of the time, we always have like 2 games or something like that. So I don't need to bring extra batteries for the 90D because it can hold up and last me pretty much the whole, however many games we have that day, the 90D is going to work all day long off 1 battery. But my Mevo Start, this Mevo Start right here, and my iPhone is why I need this, because I stream the Wi-Fi, where I stream the signal connection from my phone to the Mevo Start so I can live stream on Game Changer. And typically after about 1 game, this thing drops down to about, and 1 game lasts about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So maybe 1 hour and 35, but this thing drops down to about 42% after the first game. I can easily make 2 games with it, but I'll be pushing like 8% at the end, which is not a big deal. But in between games, because sometimes we'll have 1 game and then we'll pause for a 30-minute break or whatever the case, and then go into the next game, I like to take this and charge up my phone, and I like to charge up the Mevo Start. So I just plug in my phone, or sometime I take the second cable that I have, plug in both of these, and charge up my phone and my Mevo Start at the same time with this right here. And you know, that'll get me through the whole day right there. And that's basically, to be honest with you guys, every single thing I take, except for I forgot one more thing, which I don't have right here. Let me grab it. And that last thing that I do take every now and then is my iPad. I just throw it here on the top of the bag, close it up, and I take my iPad. And the reason why I take my iPad from time to time is because after I get a certain amount of photos, sometime throughout the games, you know, we'll have that break going into the next game. I like to pull my SD chip out, throw my USB-C hub right here into the iPad, and I like to check out the photos to see what I got and see if I can start editing up some stuff while I'm sitting out at the field waiting for the second game to happen, while we eating, taking breaks and stuff like that. So that's another reason why I do bring the iPad. And again, the reason why I can bring all this stuff inside this little bitty bag, which becomes heavy after a while, is because I don't have to carry it. I just throw it in our cart. We got the double-decker cart. I just throw it in there and I just pull the cart. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have to worry about how much and what all I pack inside this bag, because I don't have to carry it anyway. So hopefully that has been a quick little explanation of what I take for live streaming and doing sports photography at the games while I'm doing softball, you know, and travel baseball for my son and stuff like that, and my daughter as well. So hopefully this has been a quick video to show you guys that, so that, you know, if somebody asks me on my sports photography video with the 70-200, or somebody asks me on the Mevo Start video, I can always refer them to this specific video so they can see every single thing all in one and what I take. So without further ado, before I get up out of here, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that clip so you guys can see that first home run. Again, remember, it was shot in 720p because I was at the mercy of my phone signal that day. But let's check it out.
They want to take the easy off with it.